YouTube, what's up guys? We're back with some more mods. This is your boy Grant. We've got a lot of things going on today. Well, I'm gonna be doing some videos over the next couple of days, so I've got a lot of content for you guys. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe now. Like I said, a lot of stuff coming. And we just got the mail today. Today we've got the Chargepipe came in the mail, so we're gonna do some unboxing on that. We're gonna, like I said, get ready to do some go fast mods. So we got that coming. Box over to my left. We've got new downpipe, so we'll do a video on that as well too. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to get to that. And then we'll come on over here real quick here. This is the other one we've had in the wraps here for a while. I'll give you a little sneak peek on that one. We got some new wheels. I'm working on those bad boys, going to be finishing those up, and we'll be getting those on the car shortly, but there's some work to be done. So we're going to jump right into this one. Try to give you guys a little DIY, a little walkthrough on how to install the Chargepipe. It's pretty straightforward, but again, I'll put it on film for you guys. And if you have any questions, like always, reach out to me. But we'll get started now. Okay, so we've got I believe this is the Car Labs Chargepipe. So if you guys don't know by now, I don't like spending lots of money on things. So I'm always going to try to do things as budget friendly as possible. So especially when it comes to something like this, this is an aluminum pipe. I work with aluminum pipes all day long, and for me, I just don't understand why you would spend extra money for something like that. So we're gonna give you guys a little bit of review on this. So the first thing I would tell you is the packaging on this leaves something to be desired. If it was up to me, I would have put this in a nice box, made it nice and clean. But it wasn't up to me, so this is how it came. So we're gonna get it all opened up and we'll see what we got. So this bad boy was listed, I think it was on eBay for $159. With taxes, everything, I think it came out to be about a $173. Shipped to the house. Took, I think I would say maybe a week and a half to come in. And there we go, Car Tuning Labs. This is actually really, really nice. It's got you can definitely, build quality seems really nice. I'm looking here at the welds. Of course, it's been powder coated black, but all the welds on this are very nice, very, very clean. Again, being an engineer, where I work at in manufacturing, we're basically inspecting welds a lot throughout the day, looking over just kind of the machining finishes on things. And this is actually really, really nice. So for save yourself probably $50, I think, on the cheapest one that I could find online. This is a really nice construction. So we'll see what the fit looks like when we get it installed. Of course, here's our coupling, and we're going to plan on reusing the other parts that are the O-ring and the other connections that came off of the stock one. But there's our bands, as well as this one here. This is actually, I believe, this is to plug up I think that is a hole for methanol, I believe, but you don't quote me on that. So we'll get into this in just a second. All right, so we're already ready for the engine bay here. To get the Chargepipe installed, of course, we're gonna take off our airbox cover here, some of your connections here to this. This is just some ducting there. That'll actually give us access to the Chargepipe, and then of course we'll start uncoupling things there. So we're gonna get started there. Sorry, but this bad boy's dirty, so yeah, I need to clean this up. I got my main man, Austin, here. He's working. Say hi, Austin.
Hi.
All right. Yeah, the big boys don't want to get on the camera, so we'll get started. All right, so T25 here to take these bolts off. So we're gonna hammer these out real quick. And we always best to work on a cool engine. If you can. This, unfortunately, I'm not working on a cool engine today. It's only been about an hour that this one's been able to sit, so I'm gonna I'll grab my gloves here in just a minute because we don't want to burn ourselves. Okay, we got our cover off, and then this here has just grommets that actually hold it in place. So we're just gonna pop those grommets off. These are, of course, your cables that come through for your wiring harness. So pop those up. And then we're going to disconnect it here. Actually, let's see if we can't wiggle that loose without breaking something. There we go. Okay. And that moves up out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if we can't wiggle this on out of the way too. Okay. And then you kind of have to maneuver this the best you can so that you don't end up breaking something. There we go. All right, and that wiggles out. Which I will say, this here is really getting deteriorated as well as, but of course it is just ducting, air ducting there. Okay, so now we have access to the stock charge pipe. We're going to actually have to remove this clip here. So that's easily done. I'm just gonna pop that up so it's just, we won't forget it. So that's the clip that we're gonna reuse on the new charge pipe. So we're gonna leave that on there right there. This connection here, basically all you're gonna do is if you squeeze here on the sides, it should release and allow you to pop this up. And so we're just gonna squeeze and pull, and that pops up. And then we have to, of course, disconnect our, I believe that's your map sensor there. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna unbolt it because we've gotta put it on the new charge pipe anyway. So we'll do that real quick. Okay, so we use the same T25 here to actually unbolt this sensor. So we're gonna take out the bolts there. We always wanna make sure we don't lose those bad boys. So we're gonna do that. And again, as you see, I got my glove on here. I got really hot touching some of this stuff, so I had to go ahead and put just put a glove on to protect myself. Okay, so there we go. We're gonna very carefully pull that sensor out. Okay, so now we've got that sensor out. Let's see if we're gonna disconnect it here and remove. Okay, so we got our sensor there disconnected. I'm gonna pull that out and put that on the workbench because I'm actually gonna install that into the charge pipe before we actually put the charge pipe back in the car. So that'll make it easier on reinstallation. Okay, I'm hoping you guys can see this pretty well. I just went ahead and took this coupling off here just with a flathead screwdriver, loosen that up there. My charge pipe does not have anything holding it here. I've seen some where they actually have a tie that actually tied over here to the side of the engine bay, but mine does not have that. So now that that's been released here, as well as this should be able to free up. There we go. So it should be free. So we're gonna wiggle it out now. And another little grommet there at the bottom. Not sure if you can see this grommet here on the back side. I'll kind of show that to you guys here in a second. So, okay, so we've got it out. There was that other grommet I was talking about here. It actually slides into this little spot here. I don't know if we'll put that on the new one going in. But I don't know if you guys remember, or some of you guys OG subscribers, you'll notice when I did my air intake cleaner, not my air intake, when I did my intake cleaning, as well as before I installed the oil catch can, I had a lot of blow by. And as you can see in there, I'm not sure if that shows up on camera there, you can kind of see where it's real shiny inside. Even on this side here, you can see quite a bit. There, to me, there's still a lot of oil in there that was collecting. So hopefully, it doesn't seem like, I checked this oil catch can routinely, and there does not seem to be anything in there anymore. So hopefully we'll be able to stop with the blow by, or hopefully that has all stopped and this is still just residual is what I'm hoping. Okay, so we're back over to the workbench. Of course, this is our stock charge pipe, and we've got that new metal one. Man, this thing feels a lot better. So I went ahead and took the connection that was in here for the plug, went ahead and screwed that in there, no big deal. We're gonna go ahead and install our map sensor here. So it's already got the O-ring on there. We should just be able to slide that in place and bolt it in place here. So we're just gonna put some pressure there. We can't get that to squeeze in there. All right, and that's good. And this kit actually did come with some new screws to be able to screw into that metal. So we're gonna go ahead and put those in. Hopefully those are still T25s. If not, we'll make that adjustment. So we're gonna bolt this in. And then the last thing we're gonna do before we actually put the new charge pipe in is we're gonna double check this O-ring, because there should be an O-ring on there. And we'll take that from the old charge pipe and throw it into the new one. So as we look in here, yes, there's the O-ring in there. So I'm gonna grab I have a pick tool that we'll use for that. So these always come in handy, these little pick tools. So we're just gonna slide in there, grab that and pull it out, and there's our O-ring. And so we're gonna put the O-ring in our new charge pipe, and then we'll reinstall. And then we're gonna pull this clip off of the old charge pipe because that one's getting reused. And I'm gonna go ahead and set this up now on the new charge pipe. It's facing that way, so I don't know that that truly matters, but okay. So we've got that on there. What I always like to do is, of course, slide it up so that it's not locked into place before, you know, when we get ready to put it on. So we just slide it up like that, and now we'll go back and reinstall. Okay, so we're gonna see if I install this correctly for one thing. So what I've done here is I went ahead and put my coupling on here. I've just got it on there pushed on. Clamps are on here loose. And I think one of the easier things to do is squeeze this and disconnect that. Gives us a little bit more room here. With that one, okay. So it gives us a little bit more wiggle room, and then we'll see if we can't snake this down in here and get this in the right position. So we're gonna try to push this on. Okay, and that'll actually push even further over. So the easiest thing that I'm finding to do is to make sure your clamp is going the direction that you want and don't lose it. I'm pushing this connection, this rubber hose further down on the other end of our charge pipe. That allows me to now push the charge pipe in position, get that where it needs to go. We can push it in there and get it to, oops. Pull this back up and we'll click it into position. Okay, so our charge pipe is now in position, and then I can move this section back forward over the end of the charge pipe. That is definitely the easiest way to do it. So it takes a little bit of elbow grease, but it's not bad. And that's now in position. So got a little bit more wiggle room here for that. Be able to plug in my connection here, and then I will continue with the reinstallation. Okay, one quick thing that I just noticed with this new charge pipe, and again, I'm really liking the construction of this charge pipe, but there is one slight difference here. If you look where this map sensor is on the stock charge pipe, it's actually closer up to the very top of this inlet. Because of that, I'm actually going to have to flip the way that sensor is actually installed there. So I'm just going to rotate it. Won't change anything as far as how the vehicle runs, but it'll allow me to easily connect the plug for that. So I'm going to do that real quick off camera, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so we got that sensor flipped around, got it installed. Just going to push our connections back in place, and I will get you guys. We'll be back with you guys here in a minute with my impressions of this this charge pipe. We're going to reinstall. And I forgot to mention, for these little couplings, you can just use a flat head screwdriver, or I'm just using just a little 5/16 socket on my little adaptive screwdriver here. I'm not sure actually what this thing's actually called. But yeah, everything is nice and snug here. Connections are in good. So we're just gonna put our air box back in. Your boy's hot and sweaty, but we got the charge pipe installed. We got one more mod done. So now I'm gonna see, we'll probably cut to the next video here in a few minutes. I'm gonna see if we can get this downpipe installed as well. But for any of those that were on the fence on this charge pipe, it is definitely worth the money. The quality is good, the fitment is good, no issues whatsoever. I ordered this thing, I wanna say it took a week and a half for it to come in. And I might even just put some notes on that down below in the description on that. So it did come from Taiwan, but took a week and a half. Not bad. I think a lot of the other big name charge pipes are actually on back order right now. So if you're thinking about it, like I said, if you're on the fence, this is a great mod. Make it happen. And again, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. We've got some more stuff coming for you. We've got the wheels that we're going to be working on. Also have the downpipe that we'll be hopefully putting in tonight. So you guys be safe, and we'll see you in the next video.